Good morning, dear kids. Today I am taking your topic managing money. In that, I'll be taking some problems of your interest, your topic interest and profit and loss and compound interest and some percentages topic. Let's see how well we can perform today. Let's start. A shopkeeper wants, your first problem of the day is, a shopkeeper wants 25% deposit on a bicycle costing $400. So cost price is $400. Okay, out of that 25% will be charged as deposit. Deposit means you keep some amount of the cost price, that is 25% here. That is 25% here you are keeping as deposit to him. So 400 deposit will be 400 into 25 upon 100. That is you're finding 400 ka 25%. That is 100. Got the point? And charges 20% interest on the remaining amount. Now what is remaining amount? The remaining amount will be 400 minus 100. That will be $300. Do you agree? Yes. इस remaining amount पे आपको 20% interest pay करना है. So what will be interest? Interest will be 20% on remaining amount, that is 300. So that will be 20 upon 100 into 300. Got the point? Clear, kids? And that will be rupees 60. Yes. Now what they have asked the question, they have asked about the deposit. The deposit is 100. Okay, then the interest, how much interest you will be paying will be 60, and the total cost of bicycle. Total cost of bicycle. See, you have paid 100 as a deposit. Got? Remaining is 300 and you are paying 60 as your interest. So addition of all these three will be the total amount of bicycle. That is 100 as the deposit, 300 the remaining amount, plus 60 the interest. That will be $460. Is that clear, kids? Let's go for next. Okay, your next problem is, the problem says the cash price of a car was $20,000. So price of car is $20,000. The higher purchase price was $6,000 deposit and installments of $700 per month for 2 years. See, if you're paying back cash, this is the thing. And if you want to put it as a higher price means you have to keep some amount as deposit and then you can pay in installments. Okay? So higher purchase price will go higher purchase price. You have to put 6,000 as deposit. Deposit is always subtracted from the main amount, main price of your car. Whatever the product is given, उसके main price से आपको deposit subtract करना पड़ेगा. And the main price of car is 20,000. So remaining will be, deposit अगर आपने pay कर दिया तो remaining will be 20,000 minus 6,000. Do you agree, kids? Deposit you have already paid. Got the point? So remaining will be there. Just a second, kids. I made some mistake. I'm so sorry. They are not asking about this thing. They are saying the higher the cash price. If you're paying by cash, it will be $20,000. And if you're paying by higher purchase price, that means you have to pay some price as a deposit and the remaining installments. Now what he is doing is, the man who is purchasing, the customer who is purchasing it, he is paying 6,000 as deposit and then he is paying remaining 700 for 2 years. He is paying per month 700 installment. अगर per month 700 है, 2 years के लिए आप कर रहे हैं, that will be 700 plus 24. Do you agree? तो 6,000 आपने deposit pay किया, plus you paid 700 into 24, that is 700 per month for 24 months. That will go for $16,800. So totally it will be 22,800. So if you're going for higher purchase price, higher purchase price, that is HP, you will get the same car for $22,800. But if you're paying just by cash, so you will get it in 20,000. Now what they are asking, how much more than the cash price was higher purchase price. अगर आप इस सिस्टम से जा रहे हो और इस तरीके से पे कर रहे हो, या फिर आप कैश में पे करो, इन दोनों में डिफरेंस कितना है. सो इफ यू आर गोइंग बाय इंस्टॉलमेंट्स मेथड, दैट इज हायर परचेज प्राइस मेथड, देन you have to pay $22,800. But if you are directly paying the whole cash, it will be 20,000. And what is the difference between them? It is 2,800. So what you will say that the higher purchase price was $2,800 more than cash price. Got the point clear? Your next is a man buys a car for $30,000 on higher purchase price. So you have higher purchase price, he is buying it for 30,000. Correct? A deposit of 20% is paid. 20% of what? Of course 30,000. 30,000 का 20% आप deposit की तरह pay कर रहे हो. Getting my point? That will be what? $6,000. आपने 6,000 डिपॉजिट पे किया, 30,000 वॉज द प्राइस. वॉट विल बी रिमेनिंग माई डियर चिल्ड्रन? रिमेनिंग विल बी 30,000 minus 6,000. Got the point? That will be $24,000. Now what they are saying, okay, a deposit of 20% is paid and the interest is paid on the outstanding balance. मतलब आपका इंटरेस्ट होगा 24,000 पे. डिपॉजिट पे हम लोग इंटरेस्ट नहीं चार्ज करते, हम लोग इंटरेस्ट रिमेनिंग अमाउंट पे चार्ज करेंगे. एंड इंटरेस्ट रेट इज व्हाट? 10%. Got the point? So interest you will charge 10% of remaining, that is $24,000. That will be 2,400. Got the point? Very clear? The balance amount is paid in 12 equal installments. That means 24,000 plus the interest. You are going to pay the interest also. So 24,000 plus interest, that is the total amount you have to pay. So 24,000 plus interest, that was 2,400. That will make up to $26,400. This amount you have to pay in 12 equal installments. So one installment will be, each installment will be 26400 divided by 12. Got the point clear? Yes kids? Please ignore the background noise. I cannot help it. Okay? Is that clear? So what it was, देखिए आप higher purchase price पे ले रहे हो. Higher purchase price system means you are paying some by deposit. आपका जो cost है पूरा product का, of that you are paying some amount as deposit and the remaining you are paying in installments. Got the point? So 30,000 was the total product price and out of that 20% you paid as a deposit. मतलब 6,000 आपने deposit रखवा दिया. 30,000 में से आप 6,000 माइनस कर दो क्योंकि वो तो डिपॉजिट आपने रखवा दिया. रिमेनिंग अमाउंट इज 24,000. उसके ऊपर आप इंटरेस्ट चार्ज, मतलब नेचुरली उसके ऊपर आप इंटरेस्ट पे करोगे. तो 24,000 पे आपको इंटरेस्ट चार्ज करना है. दैट विल बी 10%. दैट विल बी 2,400 एंड यू हैव टू एड अप बोथ बिकॉज इंटरेस्ट इज एडेड ऑलवेज. So 24,000 plus 2,400, that will make up to $26,400. Got? And of that you have to make 12 installments. So you're going to divide by 12. Yes, dear children, your third problem is how much would you have to repay on a credit card debt for $3,500 after 2 years if the interest rate is 19.5% compounded annually. Kids, compounded annually, the very best formula which I gave you of finding an amount when you want to compound it annually, it is amount is equal to principal 1 plus r upon 100 raised to n, where pre will be your principal amount. Now what is the principal amount here? What is the question? Read it twice. How much would you have to repay for the debt, for the loan, for the money taken? That is 3,500. So principal will be 3,500 children for 2 years. That is the number of years. And the interest 19.5. 19.5% with number of years as 2. That means you have substituted all the values which were already given into your problem. You have given all into the formula. Okay? And now you have to solve this. Kids, are you getting my point? You can take the LCM or you can just use the calculators. You're free to use the calculators. And from there, you will get one answer. That will be the answer number 1. Got it clear? Yes. Now what about answer number 2? Let's see what second B part is saying you. B part is saying that now how much, the question is same for the thing. How much would you have to repay for the debt of 3,500? That means principal is 3,500 for your B part also. And then for 2 years, time period is 2 years. And rate of interest is 19.5%. Same, everything is same. But what is different then? Compounded half yearly. See, compounded annually means compounded yearly. And what is compounded half yearly? Compounded half yearly means the formula will little bit differ from the previous one. How? The amount in this case will be principal 1 plus r upon 200 raised to 2n. आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? सिर्फ इतना सा आपको डिफरेंट फॉर्मूला में थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस करना है. दैट इज वाई आई एम पुटिंग 200 बिकॉज इट इज कंपाउंडेड हाफ ईयरली. दैट मीन्स एवरी 6 months you are going to take the interest. Before what you were doing, you were like compounding every 1 year, but now you have to take 6 months. That means the number of terms you are using your money will be, अगर 1 साल का ले रहे हो तो वो 2 terms हो जाएगा, 6 महीने का. Getting my point? Hence I am putting 2n here. Got the point clear? So formula will be this if you have compounded half yearly. Yes, and then the things will be same. 3,500 1 plus 19.5 upon 200 raised to 2 into number of years will be 2 into n was how many years? How many years it was given, children? It was given for 2 years. So 2 into 2. The number of years is 2. When you solve this, what answer you will be getting will be of your compounded half yearly. The amount which you have to pay when the compound interest is compounded half yearly. Got the point?